Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Erica. I am a psychic medium and a prophetess, priestess. If you're new here, welcome, your amors. If you guys are returning, welcome back, my loves. So you guys already saw the title. So I'm picking up on a message for divine masculine and feminine collective. So I don't know who I'm tuning into, right? So this if you're here, obviously it's probably for you, right? So thank you for co-creating this message with me. If you are new, definitely be sure to subscribe. We would love to have you to be a part of this Pillar of Light channel, and claim the energy is yours by liking and commenting, all the things, okay? So, because if you do that right now, it will tie your energy in. So the way the energy works in the quantum is different than here on Earth. So even though I'm recording this right now, and you're watching it after I've uploaded it and recorded it, it doesn't matter. They're telling me, the spirit guides are saying it's the field of influence. So I don't know, whatever that means, but when you like and comment, it basically like ties your energy in, and the message and the energies that I pull on will be more precise to you. Okay. So basically just helps. Okay. So the message that I received is this: there's a masculine on their way into the divine feminine's life. And the reason, there's, it's a divine union. So, it's obviously like there's a bigger purpose, there's a soul purpose, there's bigger things to it. But right now, this masculine feels, they're following the inner call and the higher self and their soul, and they are intuitively feeling on a soul level, this feminine is going through a lot. They're coming in to bring healing to the feminine and to hold that space for the feminine, because the feminine is in a rebirth as well. And the feminine is the way shower, the light in the dark, like the lighthouse, like activating souls, not just this masculine, but like a lot, like everyone around this feminine. And I'm getting like quantum work. So this feminine is a quantum, she works in the quantum field. She's an energy worker. They're saying grid worker, traveler, like this feminine is meant to travel all around the world or to certain places, even places that are not known by people that like the feminine is going to be called to. This is the kind of work that we came here to do, right? So this masculine is coming in I'm receiving to comfort this feminine. They're going to bring obviously a lot of it's stability. It's stability. It is the soft landing. It's the safe place, the safe arms, the safe chest to lay for the feminine to lay their head upon. That's the role of this divine masculine. So that's what they are answering the call to come in and do. Feminine. I'm being shown the World card. I'm gonna pull 3 tarot cards. I want to get an overall. I want to get an overall feel of what the universe or the spirit guides, want to say. So, Archangel Michael, I call you forth to clear all energies out of here. We do not consent to any reptilians or archons. This space is protected, you guys. This space is protected, very protected in holy white flame diamond energy and light. Spirit guides of the highest white light and Kakri. spirit guides of benevolence. Okay. There it is. There is the divine feminine. There you are, feminine. If you're tuning in, feminine. And if you're this masculine, look at that, drained and defeat, 10 of Wands. Withstanding adversity, the 10 of Wands. Oh my God, I'm saying 10 of Wands. It's the 9 of Wands, but I was saying the 10 of Wands. So that was like a Freudian slip up. You know what I mean? Like that card may come out, or we just need to know that that's the energy. That's why I was seeing it with my third eye. It's the end of a very painful cycle for both feminine and masculine, but the feminine has been rising, and the feminine has been the one carrying these wands around for this, for the connection for both feminine and masculine, okay? And the feminine's has been doing all of this work, rising up, detaching from outcomes, all these things, because she knows that she's here for the highest and greatest good of all. She's doing it because that's her soul's true purpose. And she does it irregardless, like she's detached from outcome with the masculine, like the feminine is in the flow of I just trust and I'm in receiving, and like my heart's open and I trust the universe. Like whatever happens, happens. It's like that. But the divine feminine, this collective of who this is for, which Spirit is saying it's for a lot of you guys. So if you're divine feminine tuning in, you are, look, you're exhausted. You're spent, you're exhausted. There's been so much constant every single day, purging, integrating, releasing, right? Like shadow work every single day. I just saw 717. 717 could be an area code or something, right? Maybe confirmation. That could also be a date, right? Like July 17th. There could be something specific around that time or that date. But 717 is a angel number. It's a twin flame. It's connected to twin flames. So this could be a twin flame connection. So I'm taking both of these because this right here is confirmation. This is exactly why. Like I literally am channeling this message of this masculine is feeling called to come into the feminine's life because the feminine is rebirthing. The feminine is absolute divine strength, but the feminine, she's in a vulnerable like place right now. Like it's like when a snake, we are in the year of the snake, right? And we are in a number 9 year, the year of the wood snake. And this has been the vibe up until this point. And now there's a lot of just rebirth and we're in a new cycle, right? And it's the fool's journey begins again. And it's 0 point energy, right? So, but you've been in the darkness, like she's in the darkness. She's pale. Her skin is pale. There's no sunlight. It's dark. It's grim. It's shadow. Okay. It's like swimming to the deepest depths and meeting your demons face on, head on, right? So the feminine has been doing extreme soul recalibration, physical recalibrating in this realm, like 3D realm. And she's exhausted, and she's also preparing because she knows that like everything in her life is going to start taking off. Things are flooding in or happening. Divine alignment is happening for her. You know what I mean? And this could be man or woman, divine feminine, but I'm saying her, like, okay. So soul searching. And it speaks of self-isolation. So the feminine has been in a very, very, very deep hermit energy. While, and the feminine, here's what, like, it says drained defeat, like, and I feel that is a lot of what the feminine has been working through, that drained defeated, all of that. That's old you, that's old stuff, like, you know, old programs connected to, you know, all the things, right? So it's, this masculine is coming in to help this feminine ground, to help. Look at Queen of Swords, bottom of the deck, thinking strategically versus thinking emotionally. I'm just getting like the Queen has risen. You guys could have red hair, or this right here for me is very Irish, Scottish, Welsh. It's very Avalon. So this divine feminine, this feminine might have connections, soul ties, past lives there. Maybe literal, like you know, you resonate as, I feel like I've been royalty, or I feel like I've been parts of like very wealthy families, or lords and ladies, or you know what I mean? It's also rediscovering yourself and knowing that you are this queen, okay? I'm receiving the word rigid, a rigid offer. Okay, so let me translate that, okay? Because that's not coming out the way it's meant to. This masculine has been picking up on so much, and they've been very connected and in tune to like the energy connection between you guys. Look, King of Coins as I stop shuffling. Secure abundance, I'm telling you. Now you have a king and a queen, and they're different. They're from different worlds. You know, they're you know, for some it's like you're almost complete opposites, yet you are the same. Like you guys, you know, you might have different hobbies, but when it comes to your morals, your goals, your ambitions, your dreams in life, what you want, what you envision, it is the same. Okay. And it's an elevated vision. It's an elevated timeline. Okay. So because you can't be in these king and queen energies, and you're like, you know, vibrating in like lower energies like you used to, right? So it's just showing that this is someone who has risen. They could be very wealthy. Do you know what I'm getting? Do you know what I'm honestly receiving right now, you guys? Let me just shoot it out the way I'm literally getting it. It's a masculine coming in so the feminine can take a rest. So the feminine can really be in a space of love, comfort, safety, feeling protected, feeling safe, so she can ground her codes, her light, her you know, her frequencies, so she can anchor in and ground into her soul's true purpose, her, you know, energy work, or, you know, whatever it is that she does or is planning to do. Okay, so he's coming in to step up and be the divine, you know, masculine king that he came to be for her. Okay, through feminine's healing and whatever feminine has recently been going through, because it purged a lot of darkness. And the solar storms, the solar flares that we're getting, you guys, like every single day right now, it's insanity. Like, I honestly don't think a lot of people truly understand. I know a lot of you guys do, but like how much I mean, I check the Schumann resonance like crazy every day, you know, like multiple times a day. And most of the time when I check it, it's because something just happened. There was a spike, something happened, something just came through, some kind of, you know, blast came through to earth, and I can feel it. I can literally feel it. And then I go, oh, something just happened, and I check it. What's happening right now is we are getting so much influxes of divine light and healing and all these things. It is coming in through our crown chakra. That's why a lot of people are having so much like difficulty staying grounded. They feel all over the place right now. Again, feminines, you know, masculine, it literally says secure abundance. And that's what I meant. This is an energy of security, divine security and divine protection from a divine masculine king. a warrior. For some of you guys, you were together, you were in love, you had like and I'm specifically getting in Avalon and the British Isles, like, or the British Isle, like you had incarnations there together. You might actually live in England or Wales or Scotland or Ireland. I personally have intense, very deep roots, ancestral and otherwise, my past lives, to specifically Scotland and Avalon and Wales. And England and stuff, but mostly Scotland. Like I have deep roots and ties in Scotland, and also, you know, just that, you know, area basically. So anyways, that's what I'm getting. So I'm talking to Avalon priestesses. I'm talking to, I'm also getting like past life regression work and hypnotherapy, and but specifically like past life regression work. So feminine, that's kind of your guide, right? Or your guidance right now. Okay, because, oh, going back to the light, the Schumann resonance is like crazy. So like, you know, yesterday, last night, I mean, literally every single day, like now it's just crazy. Like this is the solar flash. People think the solar flash is going to be this huge, like catalytic event. And that's just not what it is. The solar flash is what we're living every day. It's the solar sun flashing, crazy storms, X-class solar flares, you know, multiple times a day, M-class, you know, all these things happening, right? So it's coming in through the crown and down, and what this light that's coming in, it's coming in and it's pushing out all of the shit, all of the old. So right now, while that's happening, and like literally you don't even have a choice. Like you, with this, no one has a choice. This is not like a free will thing where you're like, I don't want to receive energy from the sun. Like, no, that's impossible. So, you know, people who are receiving this and like they don't, like maybe they're still like consciously like pretty like asleep, they're going to be very irritable, pop off, moody, like maybe even acting like bipolar, like mood swings like crazy. It'll show up like that, especially if they're like karmic, you know, people around you, for sure. And you yourself will probably feel a lot of triggering and old wounds, like bubbling up and surfacing, or you're just triggered easily, or things, you're irritable. Okay, that's the old energy and programs leaving. So just notice it and then be like, okay, like this is an old program, something that's a part of the old version of me, and the new version of me sees that, and I'm not going to be reactive to it, and I'm not going to let it take my power the way I have before. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a deep breath, and I'm going to honor it, and I'm going to lovingly, unconditionally, lovingly release it, okay, from me for good, and I send it back into the universe with unconditional love, back to the Godhead. And so it is, right? Okay. And I'm telling you, femmes, that's a lot of us, because it's like, you know, it's like, if you think about it, okay, so they're giving me examples, like basically it's like you're, you know, like we're all like here, and we're like, you know, digging through, like, let's say like you're digging like a hole, okay, and the hole is, you know, or you're digging trenches, and you have other like light workers, like, and we're all doing this, like we're digging, right? And we're, you know, we're doing a good job, but, you know, doing it by hand with shovels takes so much longer, right? But, you know, we have to do that to a certain point on our own, because let's just say this is all symbolic and metaphoric, right? Okay. So let's say all of us, you know, we're in lines and we're digging these trenches or whatever. Okay. Like, this is literally what spirit is showing me. So I don't know, maybe you've had past lives, you know, like with that, or maybe you've, you know, been to like war in past lives, or even in this lifetime, like maybe that is going to be a trigger for someone or for some of you guys, right? Like maybe you've been in the military, right? And maybe you've literally been in trenches, or, you know, have been a part of the you know, the ones that go in and dig the trenches or whatever it is, right? So I don't know. But my whole point with all this is that we have to do this work on our own with the shovel by hand, which is really hard work, okay? It's really hard work, but we do that work, and that's because we have karma. So we have to do it by hand and do the hard work on our own. We do have divine assistance around us. We can call in divine support at any time, but until our digging gets to the point where, you know, it's like, that's how we're paying karmic debt. That's how we're clearing negative karma, is by that work, okay? So now, beautiful feminines and masculines, okay? Like, I want you guys to know, divine masculines, I've not forgotten about you, but you guys are both, like, everything I say about the feminine is also a divine mirror to masculine. So it can go both ways. Take what resonates with you, and, you know, that's it, right? So basically, you've gotten to the point now where you did the work. You dug the trench. You got to the point where you cleared the negative karma. You paid the karmic debt. You've been learning the very intense lessons, self-reflecting, soul-searching, being alone, being in the dark, being celibate, like no one understands. I have no one to talk to. You guys, that is every light worker in Starseed, because, you know, and yes, like we do start to come together with our people, and, you know, and then that's like new earth. That's like just ascended, healthy, you know, divine sovereign friendships. It's like, you know, there's no competition. There's no jealousy. There's a lot of support and a lot of love and a lot of happiness and a lot of respect and all these things, right? But you guys, up until this point, like, it's been very hard because you feel literally, okay, like she's in the dark and she's in the dark. She became a queen and rose her vibration through this. This right here is how you get here. So this is confirmation that you did it. Okay. So let's ask about this masculine, this King of Coins, King of Pentacles. So we have Virgo energy, we have the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, air signs, and earth signs. Okay. This masculine is looking at this feminine like the queen that she is. First of all, they see her as just the epitome of divine strength, beauty, and love, and all that. And this masculine is feeling, okay, like, I need to go in and I need to, like, she's been holding space for me. I need to go in and be and hold space with her and for her, because I can feel that it's time for her to rise. See, you can't make it up. Look at, as I'm talking about him, the divine masculine, okay? Like, look at who comes out. It's him, it's him, it's him. And he's a freaking warrior. He's a Viking. That could be resonant to past lives as well. You know, the Nordic energy, the Norse energy. Strong leader. Okay, it's divine masculine stepping up into the role. Like I said, bottom of the deck, you cannot make it up, is the High Priestess. He is answering. What did I say earlier about the 10 of Swords? Oh, wait, no, I said 10 Wands, huh? But look, I did it again. I did it again. I Freudian slipped again. It's 10 Swords, whatever. There you go, 9, 10. 9, 10, okay. Deep anguish, yeah. So this is what feminine and masculine have both been working through, you know. I don't know, you guys. Honestly, this might be for some of you guys, it could be someone that you know, a counterpart that you've already connected to. But we don't just have one, you know, possibility for a divine counterpart. We can have you know, multitudes of soulmates here, okay? Like very beautiful, powerful soulmates. You know, twin flames are different because you don't have multiple twin flames. You don't have false twin flames. You don't have catalyst twin flames. You don't have, okay, all that stuff that people talk about, it's silly. It's just karmic energy. It's just a karmic soulmate. You have past life karma. You have karmic debts. Something's got to be, you know, handled between you guys on, you know, connecting to the universal justice scales. That's what it is, right? But yeah, twin flame. So most people, yes, if you are a twin soul and it comes time to awaken to that for both of you guys, it will be at a point in your life where, yeah, you have just experienced some kind of huge, deep anguish, heaviness, karmic bondage, okay? It's not a false twin. It's a karmic soulmate, FYI, okay? Because I'm here to, like, I don't want people, like, saying things and talking and, like, you know, like, I don't know, like, because there's so many people out there that just don't know what they're talking about, like the whole twin flame thing. Like, I've been on YouTube for 4 years, and like, of course, when I started my channel, it was like a thing, but but it has gotten just completely out of control and out of hand. And it is absolutely the false lights out there in the spiritual community, like readers and stuff, who are not twin flames. They're not twin souls. They have no business even channeling it or trying to, you know. Anyone can pull on the energy, but like twin flames carry, like they carry specific soul blueprints, wisdoms, codes, things like that. So that's why you can always tell the difference between like people who are just like using a twin flame hashtag or putting it in their title as clickbait, but they don't know, like they're not twin souls. They don't know what they're actually really doing, and they can tune in on the energy on that, like, you know, very like surface level energy. But true twin soul readers, we go very deep, very specific, very detailed, because we hit on the activations and all the things and what actually occurs on these twin soul journeys. Okay, so I just needed to say that because clearly there's some people here that just really need to hear that, because you might be confused. You might be confused because of the false lights out there in the spiritual community who are doing that, you know. And you guys, I like when I was still like in lower consciousness, you know, but I was awakening, but I was still in a lower vibration. I was following readers, and you know, I followed like a couple, like there was like 2 that I really, really, really liked, and you know, like I was really, really like connected to the channel, and then I saw the shift happening within them, and they got basically, like, they got infiltrated, they got flipped to the darkness, meaning they their energy started getting very negative. They would attack people during live streams, like very, you know, I've had to put people in their place, you know, several times, but usually I just block people, or my admins block them, you know what I mean? And then one day, the one reader, she completely attacked me, and I gave her a compliment on her live stream. I said something really sweet, and that darkness in her, she completely like twisted it, and then projected that twisting of it, that bizarre twist that she did, she projected it at me. And I said, oh my God, this is a freaking like demon inside of her. Like, this is crazy. And she is one of those people, you know, and there are people out there like that where they're, you know, they only post, you know, 8, 9, 10-minute readings, and then they do extendeds on every single reading, you know, because they're money hungry. And that's literally why they do this. It's not because they want to help or they want to be, you know, this beautiful, right? That's why. So be careful with that, because those kinds, you know, and there's a lot of them out there. Like, there's this one lady, and she's got a lot of followers, and she's completely infiltrated, and people don't even realize it. People like me do, because you see in the comments, like, holy shit, she's been flipped to the darkness. But she's acting. So she has like a YouTube channel, and she's on Instagram, and she has a bunch of followers, you guys. Like, I'm telling you, like over 100,000, 150,000, stuff like that. And all she does is she calls herself like the Archangel Michael channeler. Like, she only connects to Archangel Michael and channels Archangel Michael. Right now, I'm hearing some of you guys go, oh my God, I know exactly who she's talking about. I follow her, or I've seen her. Always do what you want. Don't ever base things off of what even I say. Tune in with your own gifts and discernment, and check it out for yourself energetically. But she's totally dark and totally been infiltrated, and something is pulling the strings now in her mind and her thoughts, etc. It's not Archangel Michael. It hasn't been Archangel Michael. It's her distorted ego. She's channeling other stuff. But it masks as that, so they draw light people in and then suck on them and siphon them. Okay, so I don't know why that all came through, but it needed to come through. So you know why? Okay, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's because we're trying to protect you. Because this stuff right here is happening for you. This masculine, for some of you guys, this is a masculine who's been hiding. Okay, like see the Emperor, he's been wearing that mask. Okay. He's like wearing a tux, and he's got his like sports car, and like he's ready. He's ready for something. He got ready. He went and bought a new tux. He got a haircut. He shaved his beard. He, clipped his fingernails. Like, he's wearing cologne. Like, he's ready. He shows up ready with that Ace of Pentacles. It's like, I'm ready for this. Okay, being the strong leader right now for this feminine. So the feminine has been the strong leader and light and way shower to this masculine. She's been vibrating in this. She's been in her own lane. She's been just here and here. Okay, and look at, even see the pale skin and the color match again. Look at that huge, beautiful third eye. For some of you guys, there's something, you have beautiful eyes, because it's like this masculine, like, there's some, eyes are the windows to the soul. So if it's like a divine counterpart, if they see you, whether it's in person, through a photo, on your, Instagram or Facebook profile or page or whatever it is, when they look at your eyes, it pulls them in, because it's soul to soul. They see you, and it tells them, she's different. She's safe. She truly is an embodiment, an emanation of divine sovereignty and grace. And I've never, you know what I mean? It's, so okay. Decisive intuition. Following intuition. So for me, though, this is just confirmation. And I'm going to switch over and I'm going to pull a couple cards before we go. This masculine, it's like they come in and it's just very open. Look at that, 4 of Wands. I said military. Look at that. I freaking said it, you guys. I said the trenches and military. This could also be past life. But I'm telling you, I am talking to veterans, vets, military people, those of you guys who have been in the military. Or maybe you are. Or it's past life warrior. This person is, this Emperor is balanced in their feminine and masculine. Let's pull on that real quick. Let's pull on that. This is someone who's coming in to bring healing, comfort, security, abundance, wealth. For a lot of you guys, I'm going to be doing, well, it's a separate message that I got, but it is connected to like divine counterparts. I think I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna just do the video. I think I'm gonna wait and just do the video. Grateful togetherness. And then look at alone in a crowd. That's how the divine feminine has been feeling. That's what I said. Like there could be so many people around you, friends, family, but the feminine could be around people, even people who, you know, are like, I understand, you know, even, but they don't get it. Even other people around you who might be going through their own awakening, they don't understand. And that's okay. This masculine understands. Show me the Emperor in regards to this download. This Emperor's intentions with this Queen of Swords and the Hermit. It really is the message here, you guys, of this Emperor saying to this Queen, like, you've helped me so much, and I know that you've been holding like beautiful space as I've worked through my own stuff. And it's time for you to kick back and relax. It's time for you to be held and comforted. And you guys, for the feminines who this is for, this is all happening because you went within and you've been in this energy for, I don't know, a long time. And you started self-loving. You started healing yourself while you were in this darkness. You had to be your own motivator, cheerleader. You had to be your own mother and father. You know, you had to be your own teacher. You had to, you know, all these things that you had to do all alone. This was initiation. It's, can you learn to be whole alone and just with self? Can you ascend and come into harmony and union with that? Because that's what we're here to do. We're here to break the chains and attachments of codependency where it's always about another person. When is true love going to find me? I'll be happy when my soulmate comes in. I'll be happy when, right? That's the stuff that we came to detach from and heal and rise above. And that's what the feminine has been doing. So the feminines that this is for, this masculine is magnetizing into you because they are literally mirroring back to you all the love and sincerity and, you know, just everything you poured into you, they're now reflecting back to you. Because you mirrored all that to them while you were going through this or have been going through this. You helped them. That's what I just said, right? This masculine is going, take a rest, mi amor. I'm coming in and I'll handle things. And I'll take care of business and I'll protect you and keep you safe. And all you got to do is focus on your healing, focus on your soul mission, your work, your writing, your art, your music, your channeling, you know, your book, whatever it is. I've got you. You deserve this. That's what this is. He's feeling, and it's his soul. It's his soul and his higher self, right? That is like, that's what he's tuning into. See, Seven of Cups, grand wall temptations, but it speaks of grounded reality. Okay, this connection is now ascending beyond the illusion because both of you guys have started seeing through all that. So now it is a grounded reality that this masculine is coming in to unify with this feminine. Okay? Three of Swords, you've been in separation, followed by the Lovers. Okay? Both of these were in a reverse energy, though. Recovering heartbreak. Yeah. Recovering heartbreak. Coming out of a separation. What it is this masculine is coming in to help bring love and healing to this feminine, because she's the reason why is because she has learned the lessons. She has conquered the things. She's done the work. And right now, like I said, as she's in this rebirth portal, this energy, she is exhausted. You know? She's tired. And the masculine feels and knows this. And that's why he goes, I've got you now. Let me hold you. Let me be your anchor. Okay, the lovers though. Look at, these came out back to back. Look at, see the red and the red, but let's see the color match here. Euphoric choices, but it also speaks of a haunted choice. This masculine, for a lot of you guys, this masculine, the choices that they made in regards to the feminine have haunted them. This masculine is very, they feel it, they know it, they're awoken to it. This is true love. This is true love. So, anyways, you guys, I love you. I'm going to be recording all day. I've got zodiacs to do. I've been recording for clients. So, like, when I'm not on YouTube, I'm definitely, you know, I'm working. I work, like, pretty much every day. I mean, I take, like, a day or sometimes 2 off a week. Sometimes more if I need it. But, yeah. 8 of water. Searching, empowerment, fulfillment. What it is first, it's showing here that the angels are guiding someone. I'm feeling, you know, the masculine. Is this about the masculine here? Yeah. Ace of air. There's Archangel Michael. So the angels are all around right now. Okay. This masculine's inner child knows that it's safe with you and vice versa. So it's like they want to come in. They want to reflect to you and give back to you everything you've been reflecting and showing them and teaching them and mirroring them just by doing you. Communication. Ace of air. Someone returning who walked away or they turned their back in the past. This masculine is literally saying right now to me, like, it's like it's coming through, and he's saying, I know exactly. There's just so much clarity around every single thing that has happened with you guys. And there's so much clarity around who you are for each other, and especially for him. Like, he gets it. 5 of air. Came out with the Ace of air. Where there was selfishness, you know, selfish ego patterns, thinking of more about me instead of, you know, this masculine is seeing from the perspective of, you know, his divine sovereignty. So he's been reassessing. He's making moves. He knows, he's reflected on the fact that, you know, the moves he made in the past. He's like, sorry guys, I have like a little, I was walking out of my parents' backyard and I tripped and I landed and anyways, I scraped my hand on the cement. But anyways, this person basically, like, they just feel like you're surreal. Like, do you even exist? Are you real? Or are you something that just, you know, have they lost their mind? Okay? Because you're just like, I mean, you know, you're not someone that you're a gem. You're the rose in the garden of weeds. You know what I mean? Like, you're not someone that they're gonna, you know, you're not just like some regular person that, you know, you're gonna see at Costco and Target every day. You know what I mean? Like, you're I don't know, but let's see. 9 of air. See, do you see this? I mean, there's a lot of this, like, just kind of dark, you know, like, like, again, this masculine is coming in to hold this space. Negativity, worry, and sleeplessness. This masculine can feel the feminine, you know, processing a lot of this stuff because they have been too. Look at the lovers. Again, 2 different decks. The lovers. Yeah. You guys, like, you cannot. So, you cannot make it up. That's what I mean. Like, okay. Let's get a surrender card and one message card. I'm going to extend this. I'm going to go... I want to be nosy. I want to dive into this Emperor, and I want to see... I want to get more specific about what he is specifically feeling and picking up on right now from this feminine. What their plan of action is, and then we'll use the message decks, like what they want to say, what they're planning to say, because right now these messages that are coming through, especially for the feminine, these are letting you know what's about to occur. And even though you're getting readings about it, when it actually happens, it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be shocking. It's gonna be a huge energy surge. Seriously, a huge energetic surge will ignite and activate, and you're gonna have to really like integrate all that and take a moment and breathe and, you know, like not let yourself get back into old patterns when this happens, because it might feel a little, oh my gosh, like, but it do you know what I mean? So this is like, get ready, you know, think of like, you know, things maybe you're going to say, or, you know, things that maybe you feel like they're going to ask or something, whatever it is. Okay, so I'm just going to read. My new states of consciousness has me seeing my life expansively. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And that's exactly what I said with the Emperor, and, you know, they're tuning into their, you know, inner priestess, inner hierophant, whatever. So new states of consciousness, there you go. You know, this masculine, I'm telling you, they've been, I keep talking about the accelerated awakening, especially for the masculines, especially you guys, especially the closer we get to Lionsgate portal this year, 8/8 portal. This Lionsgate portal this year is going to be insanity. It's going to be wild. And I'm super excited because we are doing our spiritual retreat, our Magdalene Codex retreat, at the end of September. So like, it's like the in-between of like, you know, when the portal, the 8/8 portal happens, and then like the eclipse season kicks back up, and, you know, so it's just, I'm excited. It's like, yeah. So, and those of you guys who are coming along, you guys, like, oh my God, I can't wait. I mean, I can't wait to hang out with everyone and see you. But it's just going to be incredible. It's going to be absolutely incredible. Okay, here we go. So these are just like surrender cards. Like, so what is maybe feminine or masculine need to surrender? But I was actually honing in with the masculine. Surrender to complete healing. Okay, feminine, you reached a level of healing that you did on your own. And what this is like a gift, a reward, some kind of like where the universe goes, surprise. What you didn't realize or see coming, like for a lot of you feminines tuning in, your mentality or like what you've been feeling or what picking up on has been, you know, like, you know, I need to keep raising my vibration. I can feel the masculine getting closer. It's like things like that. But what Spirit is saying, like surprise, is the fact that the universe goes, feminine, you reached a level of healing on your own, and you went through some really powerful initiations on your own. And now is a time where the universe recognizes and rewards you for that. And that reward is this. That reward is this. You never thought in a million years that this masculine was coming back in to literally just hold space for you. To show up in that way. So you can keep, so it's another cycle of really beautiful healing, but it's going to be different because it's like you're in a union with this person, but it's healing you, and you're going to be elevating in consciousness and work and spiritual work like crazy. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing now. Okay. All right. So those of you guys that want to purchase the extended's not going to be as long as this. It'll probably be about, I don't know, like 20, 25 minutes. I don't know. Sometimes I go 30 minutes, but I'm going to dive in deeper to that. We're going to see like what this person really wants to say. And I'm going to tune into, I'm going to try to see like if there's if I pick up on any kind of like deceptive energy still with this masculine. I don't think so, but it did kind of concern me that this, you know, came out. And I want to make sure that this masculine, for some of you guys, because, you know, the overall message is that this person is coming in to hold that space and just love you and protect you, and so you can rise and be anchored and grounded, and, you know, because you have an important mission here. But for some reason, I'm picking up, well, I'm not, never mind. Okay, hello, I totally forgot. There it is. There's the deceptive energy. Hidden deceit. Self-deception. That's exactly, okay, so in the extended, I'm going to tune into this. I'm going to see what's going on with this, you know, what's going on, and then we're going to dig deeper, and then we're going to get, we're going to channel messages of what this person wants to say. Okay, and Spirit is also wanting me to tune in specifically for the feminine, for you guys feminine. They're saying tune in for the feminine of what comes next. So basically, I'm gonna take a peek behind the curtain for you guys, and Spirit wants you to know something. So that's why it just came through like that. Like, that's how it comes in, like when you're channeling. So what comes next? Okay, so basically what that means is something's about to happen. Something big is shifting. Something huge is about to come in. Besides him or this, it's other things for you. Feminine, oh, thank you. See this? That's why he's coming in. So the feminine so she can just relax. Her nervous system can start really healing. She will be protected and safe, like very anchored, very grounded, because she's about to take off. She's about to take off, and you guys are now, so it's like when she takes off, he rises and takes off with her too. Like, she's here for some really, like, incredible divine work. Like I said earlier, look at that. Bottom of the deck. I will be reaching out next full moon. We just had the new moon in Gemini. So now the moon is like waxing. So you guys, in the next like week or two. Hawks are going to be specific. That's funny because I just uploaded a short, like a little 3-minute video here. And it was a spirit animal message. And the second card was the hawk. Blackbirds, butterflies, swans, frogs, moths, diamond rings. That's crazy, the moths, because, oh my God. And this is another channeled message and download that I'm going to be doing. It's like a spiritual message. But I had like a really crazy, like past life memory fled through, and it was connected. It was connected to the goddess Diana, like, and just crazy stuff, like where my name was Namora. And then I was like, okay, I gotta Google. So I was Googled like Namora, and all this stuff. It's connected to goddess Diana, and you know, Italy, and like ancient Rome, and like all these things. So it took me down this like really powerful rabbit hole. That's how like past life regression or past life memories happen and occur for me. And in my Akashic sessions and like my energy and like healing work that I do, and in my shadow work sessions. But anyways, that's exactly what I help you guys do. And like, I can't even tell you how many of my clients have gotten like Akashic readings or this or that. And I'm like, go Google yourself. Like, I get specific names, places, years, where you were, what you did, how you died. Was this a lifetime full of negative karma, or was this a lifetime of, you know, oppression or abuse or, you know, torture, whatever. Okay. It all brings healing, but it's just really neat because I've literally had clients like go Google the things that came through, the dates, the years, names, who they were, and literally like they've been people in history. Like, I'll channel like stuff like, oh, you were in this war. I don't know what war it is, but you know, this is the date, this is where you're at. And so they'll go Google all this information and they're like, oh my God, like I was in this war and this is, so it's wild. Okay. But just crazy. But that's exactly what happened. And anyways, why was I sharing that? Oh, because I feel like that you guys might be experiencing that. Like, you know, there's past life stuff coming through for sure. Okay, I pulled that out because it says, I'm feeling called to reach out even though I have no clue how you'll react. They don't. Yeah, obviously. I watch you. There it is. There it is. I just did a reading. Was it yesterday, you guys? Yeah, it was yesterday where I was talking, the whole reading was talking about a lot about the masculine can't take their eyes off the feminine. They are, and I literally said they are religiously watching the feminine. I also talked about if they have a third party karmic, it's over, it's done, it's ending, whatever. Whether they've already ended it or not, but it's done, it's over. You know, when you've learned a lesson and you see through the illusion and the smoke and mirrors is gone and you're in a karmic relationship, there's no going back. It is over, it's done. Your consciousness is different, your frequency is different. There's a complete energetic disconnect, right? So anyways, but I was like, the karmics are stalking too, like they're watching religiously too. So I don't know, that might resonate, but masculine is saying, this emperor says, I watch you religiously. I'm always checking in. And then like a couple days before that, I did a channel message and it was literally that. I hashtagged it checking in because I said the masculines are going to make an excuse to just reach out because they've been feeling called and they don't know how the feminine will react. But, you know, they need to know. They need to know. I reread our text messages and I listen to voice recordings and watch videos and I go through photos daily. You are it for me. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead into the extended, you guys. It won't be as long as this, trust me. You know, so go check it out if you feel called. And thank you for all your loving support. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one, you want to hone in, because I am a twin flame, like a twin flame teacher, a guide, a coach, if you will, right? Like a spiritual coach or whatever. But I work, you know, with my clients like daily, and that's what I do. I've helped through my videos, and I help people on these journeys. Even if it's not a twin flame journey, it doesn't matter. It's the awakening journey, etc. So anyways, everything is in the description box. You know, my newest session that I'm offering that I was guided to create and start, you know, offering is my shadow work sessions. And that's really beautiful because, you know, it's a lot of people are, this is where everyone's been. So many, like globally, this is where we've been. And it's okay to surrender and say, I don't know how to do shadow work, or I want to do more shadow work. Can you help me? I want to go deeper into my shadow. Can you help? Or I need help with that, right? That's what the shadow work session is for. So anyways, you guys, and then next weekend on the 7th, Saturday, June 7th at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we are astral traveling to the underwater mermaid temples of Atlantis, where we will be working directly with the Atlantean mermaids, the dolphins, the whales, the oceanic water dragons, and we will be working in the mermaid temples, you guys, in Poseidon's kingdom. We'll be working with the priestesses of Delphi, and we'll be receiving a lot of just activations, codes, this one will be extremely healing in the way of the Atlantean waters and the mermaids and even the temples. Everything is coded, everything is alive and activated, okay? Everything. So being in the temple, so basically, and I've posted it on the community page, but I also posted everything in the description box below too. So if you want to read about it and purchase a ticket, tickets are only $44. If you can't make the live at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Saturday, it's all good. Every person who purchases a ticket, they will receive the Zoom recording. And, you know, whenever you tune in on your own time with the recording, you're there with us in real time because we know time doesn't exist in the quantum field. So, and like all my workshops that I facilitate and do for these portals, when I'm called, you can go back and rewatch the recordings. In fact, I suggest it because you will receive different things every single time, and it'll just help open you even more and more and more with whatever it is that we were working in that workshop, right? So anyways, you guys, everything's in the description box below. Yeah, I'm excited because we've never, I mean, like, we're going into the underwater temples, like, I don't know, it's just going to be so beautiful. Like, I don't know, like, it's just so magical for me to, like, you know what I mean? And to commune with the mermaids. And and we know mermaids are real. They're all over in our oceans. They're all over, you know, they're everywhere. Like, so many people have seen the mermaids. They've witnessed the mermaids, right? So when we go into this experience, we will also receive, it's like, think of the ocean, all the oceans that cover the globe, the earth. All of the healing and magic and codes and all of that is going to be directed into this sacred session, this experience. So anyways, you guys, we would love to have you. I have to like be detailed and share, because I think when people, like, we call it a workshop, but it is an actual, like, a beautiful astral experience. This one is activating your 12-strand crystalline DNA, basically, boom, like activating, lighting you up, where your crown chakra, like, you will, after this, like, you, like, ideas, creativity, like, all kinds of stuff is going to open and burst and bubble up for you. Again, very healing with the Atlantean temple and the mermaids. So the mermaids will be working with the priestesses of Delphi. And it's washing away all of this. Okay, so right now, all of this stuff, maybe you've been working through it and healing it, but you know, and you've been purging a lot. But like I said, with the trenches example earlier, it's like you got to a certain point where you had to do it on your own, but now spirit is coming in and taking over, and it's going to happen much faster. Okay. So anyways, with this, with the waters, it's washing it away. It's a purification, a cleansing. What I've received for this from the mermaids was that they are specifically going to be focusing on healing the nervous system and the womb and the heart, but the nervous system, helping to recalibrate it. Okay. You know, and then activating light language. Like for some of you guys, you will just start speaking it. For some, it's going to be like maybe not speaking it, but maybe you channel it. You're a writer, an artist. Maybe you're doing the symbols. You're writing out your light language codes. There's no right or wrong way to do it. That's why all light language sounds different. I've come face to face, or I've been shown people that channel certain, you know, they channel their light language, and I'm like, oh my God, that sounds almost exactly like mine. Or they say certain things, or certain dialects come through where I'm like, oh my gosh, I say that too. So, you know, it's just, first of all, it's proof that this stuff is not like, you know, I know we're not crazy, but like other people, they judge and, you know, they don't know. It's to me, that's just like beautiful divine proof that like, holy shit, like we came from the same place, like, you know, but anyways, so yeah. And then your hand chakras, the light centers, your energy centers in your hands, because the hands are super powerful energy centers, just like the bottom of our feet, the sole of our foot. Yeah, super powerful. So activating your energy, like your healing, basically your hands, like all that, right? So anyways, I don't want to go on and on. It's all, you know, in the description box below, but I like sharing. You know, obviously people can click off if they don't want to listen to me talk. But anyways, I send love, you guys, and I'm telling you, like, this is wild. So I will see you, you know, whoever's going to purchase the extended, I will see you over the extended, and yeah, and we will dive in deeper, because I want to know more. I want to know more. I want to know more for you guys. And in the extended, it's cool because it's an offline reading. It's not meant for YouTube. So I'm not channeling for, you know, 100,000 people or whatever, right? Or 200, 300,000 people. In a extended reading, I'm just tuning in and honing in to the people who are going to purchase it. So it's a much smaller isolated group of energy. So the readings in the extended are freaking amazing, because they're like a personal, like you think this is like a personal, my YouTube ones, like these are crazy. So it's very specific, and yeah. So anyways, you guys, okay, I love you. Have a beautiful day. After I'm done recording this, I am starting zodiac. So I'm recording Pisces, Sagittarius, Leo, Aquarius, and Gemini. For my Gemini babies. And the reason I'm not doing Gemini first is because I just did a Gemini reading like last week or something, or not that long ago, and when Gemini season started, I believe. And yeah, and then I have to do those zodiacs first. So anywho, okay, have a good day, guys. I love you. And to all of this, for who it's for, We claim it, and so it is. Aho.